everyone. Welcome to Shell Point Today for Tuesday, April 5th. I'm Adam Brown. Coming up on today's show, Heather Battey will find out if laughter really is the best medicine. The Legacy Foundation's Melody Desilets takes up golfing. And Robyn Church of the Salon Spa will show us this month's special on some colorful nail polish. But first, if you have an interest in the game of bowling, then you'll want to attend tomorrow's meeting in the Osprey Room at 2:15. There will be a discussion on the possibility of starting a Shell Point bowling interest group. Leave your bowling ball and shoes at home and come out to meet other residents with the same interest. And finally, don't forget about tomorrow's lunch outing to Rosie Tomorrow's in North Fort Myers. Last year's trip was a great success as residents enjoyed touring Tomorrow's Heritage Farm and the delicious meals prepared by a French Culinary Institute trained chef using only the choicest produce and meats. Court pickups begin on the island at 9:15 a.m., and the cost of the outing is $8 with lunch on your own. Make sure you're signed up as this is a lunch outing you don't want to miss at Rosie Tomorrow's. When? Well, tomorrow, of course. Most everyone has heard the old saying, laughter is the best medicine. But is that really true? Well, Resort Services' Heather Battey wondered the same thing. And what better way to find out than to ask a certified laughter instructor? That's right, instructor Meg Scott knows all about laughter and is happy to coach you in her class, Laughter Circle. There, you'll participate in some clapping, stretching, breathing, and laughter exercises. Meg visits with Heather now to answer the age-old adage, laughter is the best medicine.
Hi, I'm Heather Battey with Resort Services. And today I have to give myself a little giggle and a chuckle because I have certified laughter instructor here with me, Meg Scott. We're here to talk about her fun upcoming Health Connection program that's going to be on April 7th. So thank you, Meg, for being here with me today to talk about this wonderful program.
Thanks, Heather.
It's actually Laughter Circle.
Yes.
Can you tell me about that?
Well, Laughter Circle is a fun, mild aerobic exercise. It's got 4 components. We start with rhythmic clapping, we do a little bit of deep breathing, we do a little bit of mild stretching, and the most important component is that we laugh. We laugh as an exercise. So it's a little bit different perspective than you're used to laughing.
Yes.
But laughter is so beneficial and so healthy that we give ourselves permission to laugh, and it's a lot of fun. And when you laugh with other people, you connect, and laughter, of course, is contagious, so it even inspires you to laugh more.
Well,
and
just talking about laughter makes me want to laugh.
It's funny you say that because anticipating laughter, like anticipating going to a funny movie or anticipating that you're going to laugh, helps you laugh. It increases your endorphins a little bit, just thinking about laughter.
Wow. So how did you even get involved with something like this? It seems, you don't graduate from college saying, hey, I'm going to be a laughter teacher.
Well, I have an educational background, so I'm a natural teacher, and when I found out about this concept, I just knew I wanted to share it with people. It's just so much fun to teach, and the feedback I get is so amazing.
And how long have you been doing this?
This will be my 9th year.
Wow, so you've actually been making people laugh for 9 years.
I have, yes.
Do you ever find it's hard to get people to laugh, or are they pretty easy to let down their guard?
Well, that's a good question because each of us has a different level of acceptance with laughter, and some find it easier than others. But typically, if people come because they're willing to learn about this and they're curious, most people really love doing this. It's a lot of fun, and they get very positive reactions. Now, sometimes if people are brought to a laughter club and not necessarily wanting to try this, then you might find that you're a little bit hesitant. But most people love it.
Can you share with me something that you would do to kind of demonstrate?
Well, okay. I want you to sit up straight.
Okay.
And you're going to look at me.
Okay.
And we're going to shake hands.
Okay.
And we're going to greet each other with laughter.
How?
I want you to look at me in the eyes and laugh. You ready? 1, 2, 3.
It does make you laugh.
So it
does make you laugh.
You just need to give yourself permission to laugh. That's as easy as it can get.
And then once you start, it's just probably even more contagious.
Yes, and plus I'm giving you cues, and I'm giving you prompts, so it's like a little activity. It's like a little event, and I'm giving you, it's like improv. It's a little bit like improv comedy. Yeah.
Well, it definitely sounds fun. I think I'm going to be in a better mood just kind of from having that small interaction.
Well, I'm going to be talking about the benefits of laughter. And how to boost your immune system. And so it's really very educational as well as fun and entertaining.
How often would you recommend this sort of exercise take place? Is it kind of once a week or daily, or what would you recommend for something like
Well,
this?
I recommend once a week.
Okay.
But I'm also going to teach people how they can laugh alone. They can laugh on their own because laughter is so important that, you know, if you don't have a group to laugh with, there's lots of other ways to bring laughter into your life. I like to say we're bringing laughter into our life, but we're also bringing more life into our laughter.
Sure, yeah. I mean, so many people walk around so stressed and so worried and constantly thinking the what ifs and not just staying in the present moment and letting go and laughing. And here for Shell Point, we have our Life Quest, which is all about just active aging and the different dimensions of wellness. And I can definitely see how laughter fits into that and just your endorphins.
Well, we just need to, you know, present this in a way that people can, it's user-friendly. Because people have the concept that they need to laugh because something is funny. But our concept is that we're not laughing because something is funny. We're laughing for no reason, which is kind of funny in itself.
Which is kind of funny, yes.
But once you understand the concept and you give yourself permission, it's really quite easy. And it's number one easiest way to reduce stress and lift your mood.
So I can just imagine you're probably just walking around happy every day if you teach this constantly.
You're not going to be happy all the time.
Right.
But when I'm nervous or when I'm bothered about something and I want to lift my mood and I want to relax, I laugh. And it works. So.
Okay, I'm going to have to try that. Yeah. Well, if you are interested in laughing and having a great time and boosting your immune system and getting those endorphins going, this is going to be a great program. It's Laughter Circle with Meg Scott. Again, it's a health connection program. You can register at either service desk. It's going to be 10:15 on Thursday, April 7th. Thanks so much. Laugh a lot and stay happy and healthy.
Let's pay a visit to the Shell Point driving range and check up on Melody Desilets from the Legacy Foundation. Apparently, she has decided to take up golfing and has enlisted the instruction of one of the club's finest instructors, Nick Messina. With the upcoming Men's Golfing Association tournament for the Edith C. Frazier Scholarship Fund, Melody feels it's time for her to get ready to participate. Well, anyway, let's learn more about the tournament and see how Melody is coming along with her lesson.
Melody, what are you up to?
Hey Jeff, well I'm just getting a golf lesson from Nick Messina with the Pro Shop. He decided to come out here and help me brush up on my skills for the upcoming golf tournament.
Looks like you need a little more than brushing up.
Thanks a lot. Well anyways, the tournament's on April 7th, so I have a little bit of time.
That's great, Melody. That's the tournament for the Edith C. Frazier Scholarship Fund for nursing students at Shell Point.
That's exactly right, and I'm not a nursing student, but I wanted to partake in this tournament to help out a good cause.
That's great. Well, we've got residents, employees, staff, everyone's going to want to participate in this golf tournament. It's going to be a lot of fun, prizes, food, and it's all for a great cause.
Yeah, so I hear it's a 4-person scramble with a shotgun start at 8 in the morning, so bright and early. So can I get the day off to help?
Well, I'm not sure if you better stay with your day job. So anyways, the scholarship fund, the funds are used to support our employees that are looking to become nurses, CNAs, for those that are CNAs, maybe an LPN, and for advanced nursing as well. So we keep and retain our best employees that really care and serve our Shell Point residents each and every day.
Absolutely. Now I heard that the flyer is located in the Pro Shop, and the cost is $65 for members and $85 for guests. Now how does that pan out with receipting?
Well, that's a good question. What you first want to do is call the Pro Shop and sign up for that day, for the tournament. We'll make sure that we get you a receipt, but it's all for a good cause. We may even have some residents that don't want to come out and golf, but they want to support the scholarship fund. All they need to do is make a check payable to Shell Point and drop it off at the Legacy Foundation office, or just drop it in the mail. And just note on there that it's for the Edith C. Fraser Scholarship Fund.
Okay, so if they want to sign up for the tournament, it's through the Pro Shop. If they can't participate, like you're not allowing me to participate in the tournament, they can send something through the mail to the Legacy Foundation.
Exactly.
Is that right?
That's right. It's all for a great cause. It'll be a great day, April 7th, out at the golf course.
Well, in the meantime, there's always the annual golf tournament in November too, so I should probably keep practicing at this point.
You should, and that means I need to get out of the way.
And now it's time to head over to the Island Salon and Spa to see another special running for this month. It's sure to add a splash of color and a bit of polish to your look. I'm talking about nail polish, of course. Here's Robyn with more.
Hi, my name is Robyn, and I'm the Salon and Spa Manager here at Shell Point. And I just wanted to introduce you to our Zoya special for April. We have our new petals collection that's in. The colors are beautiful. They're perfect for springtime. I invite you to stop by the Island Salon and check out the new petals collection. All of our Zoya products are 10% off though during April. And as you know, Zoya is toxin-free. It's formaldehyde, toluene, camphor, and dibutyl phthalate free, which is wonderful because we really don't want to be putting those chemicals onto our fingernails. So if you have any questions, please stop by and we'd be happy to help you. Our phone number is 489-8400. Thanks and have a great day.
And now let's take a look at today's happenings, Academy news, menus, and Village Church connections.
Hello, welcome to the Happenings segment of Shell Point TV. I'm Bev Chandley.
And I'm Caitlin Van Scoy.
And we're going to go over some activities that we offer for you here today at Shell Point. We start bright and early with a 7:15 Health Connections class. Bend, breathe, and balance. That's in the Tarpon Room on the island. And we have round robin doubles tennis at the tennis courts at 8. At 8:15, the Stamp Ministry will be down in the tunnel in the Stamp Room. The Ladies Golf Association will be at the Shell Point Golf Club at 8:30. And 9 o'clock is the time for bocce down at the Woodlands Bocce Court. We have the card making and scrapbooking group in the Tarpon Room at 9:15. Also at 9:15, we have the caregiver support group therapy going on in the conference room at the Medical Center. 9:15 is also the time for the memory care group in the conference room of behavioral health. We have open painting in the art studio at 9:15. And lastly, we have 9:15 shuffleboard down at the shuffleboard courts. At 9:30, match play, mixed tennis will be at the tennis courts. And we'll head out to Woody's Waterfront Restaurant on Pine Island on the Suzy Q. They leave at 10 today. At 10:15, we have Through the Bible study group in the Osprey Room. And the caregiver support therapy session will be at 10:30 in the conference room of the Medical Center. At 10:30, the memory care group will be meeting in the conference room of behavioral health. And we have a LifeQuest Living Healthy class in the Osprey Room at 11:45. That's the activities for the morning. Here's Caitlin with the afternoon lineup.
Thank you, Bev. We start at 12:30 with Mixed Progressive Bridge in the game room of the Woodlands. Following that is Fun and Fitness at 1:15 in the community room of King's Crown. Also at 1:15, the Knitters group will be meeting in the Osprey Room. And also at 1:15, the Women's Ministries Prayer Group will be in the hospitality room of the Village Church. The Stamp Ministry will meet at 1:30 in the Sable Room. And then we move to 2 o'clock for the Parkinson's movie screening, Capturing Grace. That's a viewing in the Grand Cypress Room. At 2:45, we have Osteo Break Free. That's a Health Connections class in the Tarpon Room. You do need to sign up for that. The Rollicking Recorderist will be meeting in the Tarpon Room at 3:45. We move all the way to 7:30 for a concert. It's the music of Rodgers and Hammerstein. That's in the Village Church, and you do need a ticket for that. Well, that's all we have for you for Tuesday. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you right back here tomorrow.
Menus for Tuesday. In the Crystal Room, the Crystal Platter is grilled ham steak with stewed apples and green beans. The dinner special is the turkey buffet for $13.95. The soup of the day is vegetarian vegetable. In the Island Cafe for lunch, the special is a grilled chicken breast with Swiss cheese and side salad for $7.75. The dinner special is roast pork with mashed potatoes and mixed vegetables for $8.75. Dinner specials in the Palm Grill are Chilean sea bass for $22.95 or pork tenderloin with cherry thyme sauce for $15.95. All menus are available 24 hours a day at www.shellpoint.net.
Welcome to Village Church Connections. I'm David Pavey. Some time ago, a third-grade teacher in Chula Vista, California, gave 8-year-old Danny Dutton his homework. His assignment was simply this: explain God. That's all, just 2 words: explain God. So here's what little Danny Dutton wrote. One of God's main jobs is making people. He makes them to replace the ones who die, so there will be enough people to take care of things on earth. He doesn't make grown-ups, just babies. I think because they are smaller and easier to make. That way he doesn't have to take up his valuable time teaching them to talk and walk. He can just leave that to mothers and fathers. God's second most important job is listening to prayers. An awful lot of this goes on, since some people, like preachers and things, pray at times besides bedtime. God doesn't have time to listen to the radio or television because of this. Because he hears everything, there must be a terrible lot of noise in his ears, unless he has thought of a way to turn it off. God sees everything and hears everything, and he's everywhere, which keeps him pretty busy. So you shouldn't go wasting his time by going over your mom and dad's head asking for something that they said you couldn't have. Atheists are people who don't believe in God. I don't think there are any in Chula Vista. At least there aren't any who come to our church. Jesus is God's Son. He used to do all the hard work, like walking on water and performing miracles and trying to teach the people who didn't want to learn about God. They finally got tired of him. They got tired of his preaching, and they crucified him. But he was good and kind like his Father, and he told his Father that they didn't know what they were doing and to forgive them. And God said, okay. His dad, God, appreciated everything that he had done and all his hard work on earth. So he told him he didn't have to go out on the road anymore. He could stay in heaven. So he did. And now he helps his dad out by listening to prayers and seeing things which are important for God to take care of, and which ones he can take care of himself without having to bother God. Like a secretary, only more important. You can pray any time you want, and they're sure to hear you because they got it worked out so that one of them is on duty all the time. You should always go to church on Sunday because it makes God happy. And if there's anybody you want to make happy, it's God. Don't skip church to do something you think will be more fun, like going to the beach. This is wrong. Besides, the sun doesn't come out at the beach until noon anyway. If you don't believe in God, besides being an atheist, you'll be very lonely because your parents can't go everywhere with you like camp, but God can. It's good to know he's around you when you're scared in the dark, or when you can't swim very well and you get thrown into real deep water by the big kids. But you shouldn't always think of what God can do for you. I figure God put me here, and he can take me back anytime he pleases. And that's why I believe in God. Well, that was Danny Dutton's effort, not only to explain God, but also to give us his thoughts on prayer, the Trinity, the Incarnation, and eternal security. Quite an assignment for an 8-year-old. Let's give him full credit for being a believer. Now, we smile at his comments, and rightly so. But let's give Danny credit for his obvious faith. And this brings me to what Jesus had to say about the faith of children. The Gospel of Mark, chapter 10, records a thought-provoking anecdote on the subject. One day, some parents brought their children to Jesus so he could touch and bless them. But the disciples scolded the parents for bothering him. When Jesus saw what was happening, he was angry with his disciples. He said to them, "Let the children come to me. Don't stop them, for the kingdom of God belongs to those who are like these children. I tell you the truth, anyone who doesn't receive the kingdom of God like a child will never enter it." Then he took the children in his arms, and he placed his hands on their heads, and he blessed them. We tend to think that seeing is believing. But let me put forward that believing is seeing. God calls us to exercise childlike faith in him. He calls us like little children to trust him for eternal life. And as we trust, he leads us on to a deeper understanding and enables us to live in a way that pleases him. Thanks, Danny, for explaining God, and so reminding us of our need to trust him. And thank you for tuning in to Village Church Connections.
Thanks for joining us on today's program. On tomorrow's show, we return to Ruth Duber's kitchen to spoon up a recipe for potato soup. And the Legacy Foundation's dynamic duo of Jeff and Melody will investigate some farm equipment. Hey, I just read what's on the teleprompter. Anyway, this has been Shell Point Today for Tuesday, April 5th. I'm Adam Brown, wishing you a wonderful rest of your day, and we'll see you again tomorrow.